Hello and welcome, my name is Chris from ChristopherHole.com, and in this video we're going to be looking at the thoracic spine and shoulder mechanics and forefoot running. So what we are looking at now is the thoracic spine, which as you can see on this picture on the left hand side is this sort of middle upper part of the spine. So basically it's where all the ribs are, if you want to give it a very simple location. So this is known as the thoracic spine, and a thoracic spine is where all the rotation happens. This part down at the bottom here, known as the lumbar, these are known as load-bearing discs, and they don't really want to move that much. They can move, of course they can, but they don't want to do a lot of moving because they're known as load-bearing. They're a lot bigger. But these ones up here, the thoracic spine, now these are able to get a little bit of mobility and a little bit of movement from. So what we want to be able to do is get these, I don't want to say flexible, but we do want a good range of movement through them. So what we're able to do when we're running is we're able to get a small rotation. The other part of the body is obviously the shoulder. Again, we want good rotation at the shoulder. As the arm goes forward, we want good external rotation. So that's the elbow pointing towards the floor. So as we lift, if we have our arm at our side, we lift it up and then we turn our arm so our elbow points to the floor. That's known as external rotation. If we then bring our arm back down to our side, take it behind us, that's known as shoulder extension. And just like the hip, we then point our elbow away from the body, then we are in extension and internal rotation. So what we want is good flexion, external rotation, good extension and internal rotation, which is basically twisting it the other way. So those are the sort of the movement patterns that we want. We also want a large range of movement at the shoulder because it's known as a ball and socket joint, which has lots of range of movement. And we want a small range of movement at the thoracic spine. So what we're doing is we're using the arms and the back as a pendulum. Now you may see people who swing their shoulders a lot, so that their upper back is rotating a lot and they don't move their arms that much. That's round the wrong way. What we want is the arms to be moving and just a very gentle momentum and rotation at the upper spine. So we've got a large rotation of the arms moving backwards and forwards. We've then got a small rotation at the thoracic spine. So if you do see anyone with the opposite happening, then we need to start thinking about, again, getting those nice and flexible. So we want to get the joints nice and supple so they're able to move, and then change the running mechanics in running, whilst running, to get the back not moving very much and the shoulders to move a lot. Because what this does, this creates a pendulum effect. It gives running a lot of rhythm, and then the legs are able to do their job, which is to propel you forward. We want to get the rhythm from the arms and the upper back, and then we want to get the propulsion and the force from the legs, which in some ways comes from the rhythm of the arms, which is why you may have heard run with your arms. It's not running with force with your arms, but generating the pendulum-like effect and the momentum and the rhythm from the arms and the upper back. So, just to summarize, what we want is good range of movement at the thoracic spine and the shoulders. We want a little bit of movement from the spine, and we want a large range of movement from the arms, or larger range of movement from the arms, I should really say. What this gives us is momentum, a pendulum effect, and rhythm. If we can do that, we're going to be in a much better place. If it's all around the opposite way, we've got no range of movement at the shoulder or little range of movement at the shoulder, and we've got lots at the upper back whilst we're running, then again we're being very inefficient. And what we want to try and do is be very efficient when we run. So that brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully it's been helpful. My name is Chris from ChristopherHole.com. I will speak to you in a future video.